I've got an absolute fire training for you guys today. I'm going to be going over the two things that matter the most inside of cryptocurrency right now. So fire training, get out your pens, get out your notebooks, because this one is going to change your perspective and allow you to get ready for what is to come in the next coming months. So with no further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen so you guys can actually see what we have going on. Looking into the market, right? I don't know if you guys have ever heard the term where they say history repeats itself. Well, guess what? That is absolutely true. And this is the beauty about trading, right? Those that say trading is guessing or it's gambling, well, they haven't understood that you can go back and look at time and you can see how it previously reacted to get an idea of what's going to happen in the future. So if you go back in time, you look at 2017, December, this was the year that crypto went crazy, right? This was the year that changed my life. I'll never forget it. I was in the airport. It was December 29th, and my cousin called me. He's like, bro, go check the price of crypto. And that was the day that my account officially hit an insane number. But needless to say, now we're coming right back around for that time of year again, okay? And I've kind of plotted out like this, how I foresee this playing out, so you guys have an idea, okay? Back in 2017, right around the beginning of the month, crypto went crazy, right? It absolutely took off. So this is kind of the first drawing that I want you guys to look at. This is the possibility of what could happen here very shortly, right? Following 2017. This is option one. Option two, I believe, is it can have the same similar effect, but I don't believe it's going to be as explosive as this one, right? I think it could take a little bit of time to lift off, and then it gradually goes up, and it might honestly extend the period a little bit longer, maybe past January 15th, maybe getting into Valentine's Day when we're looking for the peak, because previously it peaked out January 15th. All right, I think right around there was the peak. So coming around this time of year could take a little bit longer, but I'm going to break down of an idea of what I foresee happening here in the near future. And there's two things that you guys need to be aware about, as I said in the beginning of this video. The first thing stands for O. So if you guys have been watching the news, you know what I'm talking about. Hopefully, right? You've been able to see this everywhere. This stands for O. All right. I'm not going to say it because the algorithm for the tube, but you have the idea. All right. The second thing I want you guys to write down is T. Okay. So if you guys were on my video yesterday, you guys know that I was talking about the word tapering, okay? So this, I believe, is what's going to happen, okay? So you've got taper and you've got the big O, all right? So I'm going to give you guys scenarios that could potentially happen coming here into the near future, all right? Here's what I believe. I believe that there is around a 30% chance, okay, that this ends up going really good, that this actually helps out. They're saying that this could actually help against the virus, could start bringing the numbers down, could actually be a really good thing, okay? 30%. Now, the next 60%, right, I believe could be no big deal. No big deal, right? Things just go by. It ends up doing this thing and it actually helps out a little bit, but it doesn't make too much noise, right? And then, you know, when you're talking about probabilities, when you're talking about bets, it's always great to do things in percentages, okay? Because that's how you really start to understand what's really going on. All right. There's a 9% chance right here. 9%. That this absolutely goes crazy and people overreact, right? Kind of like bringing back the C word back in 2020, where things go absolutely nuts. So that's, you know, there's a 9% to 1% chance that things could go really bad. So let's say 9% to 10% chance. So roughly there's a 10% chance that things could go absolutely crazy, really shift up the game for what everybody was envisioning. All right. Now, if you're looking at the other word, okay, if you're looking at T, here's what I believe. what they're looking to do. Okay. On the top, I believe this is what they're going to try. And on the bottom, I believe this is actually what's really going to happen. Okay. So if you look at this, the time frame of the T, put this over here, put this over here, draw it out. Okay. Boom. Draw out this timeline. All right. So as far as this goes, here's what I suspect. I believe there's going to be 100% chance that they do try and say that they're going to taper off, right? I truly believe that. 100% chance that they say they're going to do it. But at the same time, you know what I also believe? I also believe there's a 100% chance they're going to say they do it, but 100% chance says they don't, right? Here's why I believe this, okay? If you go back and you look at history and you understand how actually the world works and economics and financials work, if the stock market were to crash right now, do you realize how many things would come down with it, right? It would be an absolute wreck. It'd be a madhouse. So if you think about, Powell, who's elected right now, they don't want to see the market crash when they're elected, right? Because what does that mean for them? It means they're probably not going to get elected next year. So they want to do everything they can to really keep the markets well. But the whole point of why I'm teaching you this is because this is a game. Okay. If you haven't realized that, news, social media, a lot of it is a game for the masses to get them to move how they want them to move. So when they brought up the word tapering, okay, if we go back and you guys actually, let me see if I have it on my phone. There we go. I have it right here. Okay. If you go back and you look at Bitcoin and you see what it did over the last day or two, okay, this is when Jerome Powell said tapering. So if you look at the market and you see what happened, people got scared, right? People sold off their money and the market dropped. But like I said, when he comes back and he says, okay, we're actually not going to be able to taper, the market can go ahead and bounce right back up to where it was and then go ahead and further create new highs. But this is the mindset that I want you guys to get in, because low key, this is what's really happening in the world. Most people don't understand, but this is why the 3% are able to go ahead and take advantage. So this is what I foresee, but these are the two biggest factors that are going to play a role coming into the end of December, coming into January, coming into February. And if you can understand it, this week I'm going to show you guys how the coins actually play out and how each of them play a role to where you can catch the most gains coming into this market. But that's my training for you guys today. Super short, super sweet. But if you understand it, this is going to change the game for you a lot. All right, familia, that is my training for you guys today on the two things that matter in crypto right now, how you can understand it, take advantage of it, and go ahead and reap the reward. So if nobody told you today, you are powerful, you are growing, you are a leader, and all it takes is one decision to go out and change your life. I'll see you guys at the top because the whole squad is coming up together. Let's grow.